So right now we are talking about the equation of a line. Everybody write this down in point slope form. Okay? So let me remind you. Here it is, folks. Okay? Already told you. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we have gotten to know the infamous slope-intercept form so far. Okay? And now we're going to talk about today point-slope form. Okay? Like I said to you once before, all three of these equations of a line are all interchangeable. So if you are in point-slope form, you can solve for y. If you are in slope-intercept form, you can solve for point-slope. If you're in standard, you can solve for slope-intercept. I mean, they're all interchangeable, which we have to learn how to do anyway. So here we are, just jumping in here, point-slope form. Point-slope form. So you have y minus y sub 1, there's that y sub 1 again, okay, equals the slope times x minus x sub 1. And what I want you to know is that the two parts of this formula, the y here and the x here, will be solid. It will remain unchanged. It will stay exactly y, and the subtraction here is part of the formula that will stay the same. If you get a negative y sub 1, it will change this to a positive because double negatives make it positive. We'll discuss that live. Okay, but you will most likely have to fill in the slope, okay, and then one of the points that they give you. All right, so anyway, this is our point-slope form. You don't have to memorize it, but you do need to know how to recognize it, okay, and then take it from this form and solve for y, solve for slope-intercept. Here we go. So I'm going to show you an example of a question that we will be getting, which is, here we go, unfreeze. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right. So writing an equation, super simple in slope-intercept form, okay? Writing the equation of a line, in point-slope form. Okay? So here's our point-slope form. And we have to write the equation of a line that passes through this point and has a slope of a negative 5. So step 1, write point-slope form. Write it. Write the formula. Step 2, rewrite it with the empties. Y minus equals blank, x minus, and close parenthesis. Okay? There you go. So here's your point-slope formula. And then you rewrite it with the empties, and then all we have to do is fill in the slope and fill in where the point belongs, okay? So it says the line passes through negative 3, positive 6. Here we are again. You have to label the first point that they give you, x sub 1, y sub 1. Isn't that perfect? Because what's here? Y sub 1 and x sub 1. Pretty simple, okay? So, and it has a slope of negative 5. Okay, and what's here? The m, the slope. What goes here? The slope. So what do you think? We're going to write this equation now. All you have to do is rewrite it with the empties and just plug in the empties. Okay, so what is our slope? It says negative 5. Okay, so we're going to put in negative 5. All right, and then it says of a line that passes through this point. Well, what is our y value? Positive 6. What goes here? Our y sub 1, our y value. So positive 6 goes here. And our x value is a negative 3. So our x value, as you can see, x sub 1 goes here. So we have negative 3. Here is where we have the double negatives, okay? So once again, we circle and we put the plus. And what would be our final answer? Our final answer would be over here, x plus 3. X plus 3. And this is the equation of a line in point-slope form, given this point and this slope. Okay, that's how easy it is. So I cannot stress this enough. I hope you are listening, okay? Write point-slope formula, rewrite it with the empties, plug in the slope, take the point, put the y value here, put the x value here, and what? You're done. Super simple. Okay, moving on. All right, I'm going to give you an example, and we'll go over it together. All right, so you try it. Okay? So what is the slope? A line passes through. There it is. A line passes through positive 8 and negative 4, and you go ahead and you try it, and then we'll go over it together. Write the equation of the line in this point slope form, okay? So what do? We rewrite it with the empties. This purple is running out. Totally annoying me. Sorry, people. Okay, let me just do it again with black. Okay, here we go. All right, y minus and leave it blank, and x minus, leave it blank. So all you have to do, folks, okay, is rewrite the point slope formula with the empties and fill it in. Okay, here we go. What does it say the slope is? 2/3. What goes here? 2/3. Yes, folks, it is that simple. Yes. And that passes through this point. Well, here's our x sub 1, y sub 1. Okay, just drag and drop. Okay, so here we have a negative 4, and here we have a positive 8. Once again, folks, double negative, circle, put the plus. So our final answer is what? Here it is. This is the equation of a line in point slope form. All right, now we're almost done. So the only other thing you would be asked to do is take this answer, take it from point slope form, hold please, right? Take it from point slope form and solve for slope intercept. Take it from point slope, solve for y, okay? So let me show you that example. Here we go. Okay. Scroll it down. Here it is. What is an equation? Oh, we didn't do using 2 points. Oh, I'm ahead of myself. Using 2 points. Okay. There we go. So, I apologize, people. I jumped ahead. So, here is our next task, okay? We have to write the equation of a line in point slope form, okay? Here it is already written, when they only give you 2 points, okay? Super simple. First of all, step 1, write point slope formula. Step 2, once again, rewrite it with the empties. Okay? So all they gave us was 2 points. Okay? Well, how do we find the slope? Well, we find the slope using what? The slope formula. So here we go. Slope. And don't forget our x sub 1. Label x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay? So step 1, find the slope. Okay? So our y sub 2 is 4. Our y sub 1 is negative 2. There's a double negative, circle, put the plus. We should be used to this by now. Our x sub 2 is 2. And our x sub 1 is negative 1. So put the negative 1, circle, put the plus. Another double negative in both the numerator and the denominator. Okay? 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. Do the division. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, so what is the slope of our line right here? 2. Not too difficult. Okay? All right, so now that we have found the slope, now all we need to do, okay, is choose one of these points and put it in the formula. Okay, so just for fun, I'm gonna use the point that has 2 negatives. Okay, so here's our x sub 1, y sub 1, right? So what goes here? Our y sub 1. What is our y sub 1? Negative 2. Negative 2. Okay. What is our x sub 1? Negative 1. What do? Put it here, negative 1. Well, double negatives again. Circle, put the plus. Okay. Circle, put the plus, and rewrite it. So we have y plus 2 equals 2 times x plus 1, and there you have it. Okay? You just did it. You just wrote the equation of a line in point slope form when you were only given 2 points to do it. Super easy. Okay? So now what if we just carpe diem here, folks? Okay, on the spot. I wasn't going to do it, but whatever. Go with me. Go with this. Okay, so what if we said, write the equation of a line given these 2 points in point slope form. Then, just for fun and giggles, okay, solve in slope intercept form. Solve for y. How would we do that? Well, we clearly have the distributive property here. Okay, so let's go for it. Let's just go for it on the spot. Okay, wasn't going to do this, but here we're going with it. Okay, so bring down your y plus 2 equals 2x plus 1. Are we done yet? No. Have we solved for y yet? No. Is the y all by itself yet? No. What is the only thing we have to do to solve for y? Subtract 2. Cancel, bring down the y, and y equals 2x minus 1, and there you have solved for slope-intercept form. What I want you to know, this is very important, put the star, and the smiley face, and the other star, okay, and fabulous. All right, now, very important, I want you to know, once again, like I've shared with you, okay, so here is our point slope formula, and here is our slope, okay, and here is our slope-intercept formula. These two formulas mean the same thing. They are both the equation of a line, just written in two different ways, okay? First we had it in point slope, and then we solved for y in slope-intercept, okay? I wasn't going to do that, but hey, carpe diem. Okay, moving on. So you're going to try writing the equation of a line. I'm going to give you an example, then we'll do it together live so that we can shorten the video, okay? You're going to do it. Here we go. So you're going to use these 2 points, okay? And you're going to write the equation of the line in point slope form that passes through these 2 points, and then we'll go over that live together, okay? And then moving on to shorten the video, last part of our video is writing the equation of a line in point slope form that passes through the given points. Let me see if I can, let me just move this down. There it is. So we can put it all on one page. There we go. Okay, so let me freeze it. Okay. Last part of the lesson. Write an equation in point slope form. Do the bubble. Here we go. We need to know. Okay, and then once again, slope intercept form. Okay? Write the equation of a line in point slope form that passes through the given points. Okay, what do we do? X sub 1, y sub 1. X sub 2, y sub 2, right? So once you write it in point slope form, let's do it. Y minus y sub 1 equals slope times x minus x sub 1. Rewrite it with the empties. Y minus, leave it blank. Okay, so we rewrote it with the empties. And we have to write the equation of a line in point slope form given these 2 points. And then solve for y. I want everybody to write solve for y, because that's the same thing as slope intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? So how do we write the equation of a line in point slope form given these 2 points? Step 1, what did we say? Find the slope. Okay? Find the slope, which is going to be 1 minus 4 over negative 1 minus 1. And so we have 1 minus 4 is negative 3. And negative 1 minus 1 is a negative 2. So a negative divided by a negative gives you a positive. So we have a positive 3 halves. Okay? So we're going to put 3 halves here. This is a great example. Okay, because we didn't do a fraction yet. This is amazing. Amazing. Okay, so now, now we're going to choose one of these points. Which point do you think we're going to choose? We're going to choose the point that has the smaller numbers. Okay? Easy peasy. All right, I'm going to choose this point. All right, so our y value goes here. Y sub 1 goes here, right? So our 1 goes here. Our x value goes here, negative 1. Again, attention to detail, double negative. Circle, put the plus, so we have x plus 1. Okay, so we did step 1 basically, you guys, okay? Okay? We solved for, this is point slope form. All done. But what did it say we have to do? We have to solve for slope intercept. Here's a trick I need to teach you, okay? Only when we are solving for slope intercept form from point slope form when we have a fraction. This is the trick, okay? You're going to take the numerator of the fraction, okay, and you're going to distribute it to the two terms on the right. Very important. Put the star. This is only when you have a fraction for the slope, okay? Circle the numerator and you're going to denominator, and you're going to distribute the denominator to the two terms in the left. Okay? So let's do that now. 2 times y is what? 2y. 2 times -1 is what? -2. Bring down the equal. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 1 is what? 3. Okay? Have we solved for y yet? No, we have to solve for y. Okay? Slope-intercept form. So how do we do that? Circle the y. 2 steps. Okay? We have to add 2 and divide by 2. Okay, so let's do that. So add 2 to both sides. Bring down your 2y equals 3x plus 5. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, cancel. And y equals 3 halves x plus 5 halves. And you just wrote the equation of the line. You solved for y in slope-intercept form. You took it from point-slope form and transformed it into slope-intercept. Okay? So I'm going to put one more example on the board for you, and you'll try it, but we'll solve it live together. Okay? Okay, again, you're going to solve, you're going to be given 2 points. You're going to solve for point-slope form. Here it is. Okay, these are the 2 points. Oh, I have to unfreeze it. That would help. Okay, your 2 points are 2, -4, 2, positive 2, positive 4, -3, -6. Go ahead and write this in point-slope form, and then solve for slope-intercept form, and then we'll go over it together.